Eurovision 2019, Race what the rest of Europe thinks of the UK's entry. This year, will be represented by singer Michael Rice and his ballad Bigger Than Us You, but is it big enough to win the competition? While bystanders often talk about tactical voting and fears Brexit could affect our chances, real Eurovision fans know it's mainly about one basic thing: is this song actually good? Ahead of this year's final, we're taking a look at what the rest of Europe thinks of Michael, his track, and performance plans. The verdict is Ina. Bigger Than Us by Michael Rice is a sure bet. The UK has gone, but the British entry's weakest point is the staging. These ballads, Marina Prats, HuffPost Spain. The song has a nice message, but it's on a topic that has been oversubscribed this year. I heard so many. The song is ballad-esque, which means it will not fare well against other songs full of energy and drive, such as the one from Switzerland. People in their 20s. However, Michael seems to be singing with a certain degree of emotion, as if believing in the message that love is bigger than any one of us. Dylan Borg, Maltab. Gallery Eurovision, the best of the last 20 years. Stars Insider. First of all, shout out to Laurel Barker for penning another Eurovision entry. Having Sweden's, while it didn't connect with me at first, this is a solid entry. This needs some work. Florian Rahn, Germany correspondent for Eurovision blog Wiwi Blogs. I've followed Michael online since he was selected, albeit not as much as some other fans, and I can truly tell that he's a fanboy and is loving the experience himself. He's been coping. His song is lovely and is exactly what the UK needed. Throughout the selection, however, the running order has destroyed his chances of being top 13 left-hand side. I will be happily. Michael is sandwiched between Norway and Iceland. Both songs are far more powerful and impactful. I fear that I think 15th place would be very big success for the UK. Ivis Indens, Latvian Eurovision fan living in the UK. Website ESCXTRA was launched back in 2011 and takes the song contest very seriously. It's perhaps explaining that Michael will be performing his ballad with 5 backing vocalists who gather together in a circle at the end of the song. They sound amazing. Sami Luukkala, Finland. It does no Taspark joy, unfortunately. Every other X-Factor this year is full of great entries. I'm trying to squeeze 15 countries into my top 10. I wouldn't be surprised, but as RuPaul recently said in a different TV show, meh. Jakub Banik, law student from Slovakia. MSN UK are empowering happiness for Mental Health Awareness Month. Find out more of Gallery Eurovision Song Contest winners. Where are they now? Photos.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.